Good evening. Hit live from Dania Beach down in Broward County. Canes against FSU tomorrow, 3:30 ABC. You got Bob Shoes and Brock Hewitt, Lauren Williams on ABC. QAM, you got Josh Darrow, Don Bailey Jr. and DB and Josie. And on the Spanish language, it's 990 ESPN, Deportes in South Florida. The 63rd meaning of this game, it's not going to be like it once was in years past. It's just not going to be that way. This is not the big bad FSU of the past that would be the big bad boogeyman to UM. It's just not that FSU team. But what you're going to see from us tomorrow is you will see a Canes team that is much more talented this year, much better coaching, and much better depth-wise. Yes, FSU still a dangerous team. Let's make no mistake about that. But I really got to believe it's going to be close for about a half. But I think by the second half, you're going to start to see the running game get going. You're going to start to see the depth take over. You're going to start to see the talent take over. And the Canes win going away in the second half. I say 17-point Canes victory tomorrow. This will not be close like it has in the past. The hat's been there for a lot of years, Noel. A lot of years. Long time. But I'll say this. I think they win by 17 minimum tomorrow. But it will be close for a half, though. I see this game a lot like 2001 when we went up to Doak. We were clearly the better team. And that game was close for a half, for those of you that remember. I was up there. I think maybe both Arcane and Noel friends remember that game. It was close for a half, and then the Ed Reed speech happened. I think we've all heard that ad nauseum. And then in the second half, the Canes just absolutely ran away with it, and they won 49-27 in that game. I could see this game much like that game was in 2001. You see much better talent. The coaching is superior in this game, and the depth in very key positions. I had no water on the bus, by the way, so I'm fine. I got water in the room, so I'm good to go. And I went to Harvard for dinner. Favorite FSU memory. The thing I want to look at that, to me, I got to say the two that stand out. 2000 and 2002. 2002, the wide left game. I thought when he first kicked the ball, Badia that is, I first thought he got it. But it started to hook at the end, as I later seen in replays. Now, I'm not going to complain about it. I think I'm fine. I had air conditioning, so I'm good to go there. Here's what I see tomorrow. To me, it's going to be how will FSU's offensive line, maybe without Dickerson, we don't know, do against that fearsome front seven of Miami. And especially Miami's back end is one of the better ones in the country. On the other side, to me, how will Cozy do in his first FSU game? Well, you might see me again in Tally next year. Purified water, I made sure I drink bottled water, Jonesy, so that's what I have. But I have to say two things. One, how is Cozy going to do? There will be no collaboration with Barstool anytime soon. Number two, how will our running game do against that FSU defense? I think what you have to see is our offensive line really start to impose their will against the FSU defense. I think you'll see that early, but I think you're gonna see a ton of Canes tomorrow. A ton. FSU knows that this is not one of their better teams. And you know, with Willie has to earn their respect. And I say a lot of people up there in Tallahassee are not too happy with Willie right now. Yes, as I know, Jonesy, as I know. But like I said, I'm not going to do Barstool anytime soon. I'm really not going to do that. Just not going to do it. See, in years past, with the Jimbo years, and with Al still here, I would give you that, Stidwell, FSU by 20. I don't see it this time. I say Canes are too well coached. Canes have too many playmakers in key positions, and the depth is just way too much for FSU to overcome. I say Canes by 17 tomorrow minimum. I really see that. No, we will not see Malik tomorrow, but we will see Malik help Cozy point out some things. I think Malik's going to be a very good coach somewhere. You know, I think he's the de facto quarterback coach right now, the way I'm looking at it. And I think he's going to be a very good coach when his playing days are over. I can see that. Like I said, no Barstool anytime soon. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Period. End of story on that. Give me your keys to the game tomorrow, people. What are your 3 keys to this ball game tomorrow? I'd want to get some takes. I gave you my 3 keys to the game. Now, Merman, you know about CMR in big games. Hell, he was Bobby's lieutenant for many years up there. Yeah, that's what it's going to come down to, Bill. Turnovers. I think you have to say if the Canes get 2 or more turnovers, the chain comes out twice or more, I think Canes win going away. Absolutely. We must pressure Francois. Remember, we did that in 16, Ben. But if you remember, in that game, there were some plays that we did not do. Now, I don't think we're going to worry about Bubba in this game tomorrow. I really don't. Now, as for the bag, it's garbage. I mean, come on. Come on now. The turnover bag's another joke. It's another joke. It's an utter joke. Okay? Again, guys, I am not doing Barstool anytime soon. Not happening. No chance of that happening. Now, in 16, you know, we did pressure Francois. I want to get back to that. We pressured Francois, but we couldn't stop Dalvin in big spots. Now, Cornegay, I don't think it's going to matter that much tomorrow. I really don't see him being a factor. I just don't. I am not. I'm going to look at it tomorrow. I went there in 13 before they did the renovations when we played Florida that year. At the time, that was Al Golden's biggest win. But as we all know, he couldn't sustain it. And 2 years later, he was canned. Oh, we will not have any problems tomorrow. We will not have any problems tomorrow. We will win this game handily. Like I said, close for a half. I think if you're Marv, we've got to see. Cozy hasn't gone the deep route yet down the field. It's been some zingers and some intermediates, but I really expect Rick to open the playbook tomorrow. I really expect Mark Rick to really open that playbook and start to see Cozy take a shot down the field. Let's say my seats are pretty good. I'll just say that much. No, it's not a suite. I can tell you that. No suites. No sweets, sorry. Here you go. This hat is one of those hats that have gone a lot of miles over its time. Now, the biggest weakness to me is the running game. It really is the running game. In fact, they're near the bottom in yards per carry. And they're like I read some stat, they were like 126th in the nation. And I think, and if I'm not mistaken, in yards per carry. I will have to pass on that. Thank you. Will not happen. Will not happen, player. Sorry. Will not happen. Marv, did you see the Syracuse game a couple of weeks ago, Marv? How the offensive line, the left tackle didn't move, and Syracuse's defender just got a free shot at Francois? So it's not going to be close. It'll be close for a half, only because it's a rivalry. But after that, second half, middle third quarter, you're going to start to see the Canes. Like I said, their playmakers are going to start to take over. We're going to wear down FSU, and we're going to win this game going away in the second half. We're going to win going away. I like doing my own thing. Yeah, I noticed, Marv, I saw Francois look at his left tackle say, "Are you kidding me? You're going to get me killed out here. You're going to get me killed." But, no, the Canes should win this game handily tomorrow. Like some said, I read somewhere like FSU is a few plays away from being 1-4. Definitely take the 14. Now, Syracuse. I'm going to tell you this about Syracuse. Syracuse is a team. They lost to Clemson, but I'm going to tell you something. Syracuse is a team that's going to be very dangerous. That could theoretically be a 10-2 or 11-1 team and doesn't make the ACC championship game. And they still got to play Notre Dame in Yankee Stadium in November. I think that's going to be a good matchup. There is no Russian guy. This video is not hacked. This is my video doing it, okay? I don't know, Bill. Honestly, I just don't know. The band of the hour. The band of the hour. Now, I like the Marching Chiefs as well, but the band of the hour is my favorite. Hazelwood, I don't know. I think you'll have to ask some recruiting folks on that because I understand he decommitted from Georgia. See where that goes. But I'll tell you, that Notre Dame-Syracuse game in late November is going to be very good. That's going to be a very good game. To be honest, one of my favorite FSU guys is their announcer. And I think the Noel fans know who I'm talking about. And he's up my way. And he's the guy that says, "Fire the cannons." Oh, we are wearing green on green tomorrow, people. Green on green. White helmets. Wow. Well, tomorrow, Jordan, I'm going to get an idea on Oklahoma. Because I'm not still sold on them yet. I'll have a better idea after tomorrow against Texas. The way I look at this, I don't know about Will Greer, guys. My 5 locks tomorrow, one has to be Cozy. The others are really Shaq, Big Mike, Pinkney, JJ4, JJ99. Oh, point spread wise, Canes by 17 tomorrow. You know, I got to tell you, I'm going to enjoy being at Hard Rock tomorrow to see the Noles get their butts whipped. We have not won there since 2004 when we won in the Orange Bowl against the Noles. But I got to tell you something. We have waited a long time, 14 years for this shot, to finally break that curse of FSU, calling it, quote, Doak South. Well, guess what, people? Tomorrow, we give a proper burial to Doak South. For good. Tomorrow, we take back our home field against the Noles. So that's where I see that playing out. Now, I like FSU's defensive line, especially Kendo and Burns. I haven't seen Cal Jordan, so I can't comment on that. Now, I'm going to tell you this about LSU, Marv. I think if they win those two, that strengthens our case a lot. A lot. Now, I'll tell you, Burns is very good. I'm not going to lie, Burns is very, very good. And ditto for Kendo on the other side. But I think Christmas is their big force in the middle, and ditto for Wilson. So they got a pretty formidable front four. But to me, I got to think, yeah, FSU's going to come out with emotion early in the ball game. I think Canes have to weather, the early storm. I think maybe about the first 5-6 minutes. Now, I haven't seen Emmett Rice yet, Bill, so I can't comment on Emmett Rice this year. But I got to tell you this. Baseball, I'll talk about baseball later. I'm just focusing on this game tomorrow. I'd be lying if I said no. But Akers is the kind of guy you have to be aware of. He did rush for 124 last year up at Doak. But I got to think we're going to focus on really stopping the run. That is number one. We have got to stop the run early. Because I know FSU, like I said, we've got to weather the early storm in this game. We really have to weather the early storm. If we do that, I think we'll win. Marv, I've thought about this. I even thought about it on the way down here. I've said this for months, but in the end, I'm going Canes 38, FSU 21. You mean Tim Brando picked the Noles? Wow, I did not read that, Bill. If Brando did, I got to read Brando's tweet. I'll have to look at Brando's tweet on that. But 38-21 Marv is what I'm going with tomorrow. Bill, I like Tim Brando. He's one of the better ones out there. But this is one of those times I have to be disagreeing with him on this one. I think the Canes just have too much firepower, too many weapons. See, I don't know about that one, about NC State. Clemson did look vulnerable last week against Syracuse. Now, on Taggart, I got to give him time. I'm not going to judge Taggart right away. I want to wait 3 years on that. Good, good, good. Whoever's saying hi, welcome. Auburn, Mississippi State. Mississippi State's terrible. My choice is Auburn there. I don't know. I think you got to look at this. This is going to go a lot of different ways tomorrow. Yeah, I saw him. I saw him. Right? On that Auburn game, Ben? Yeah, the thing is, if I look at LSU, and somebody mentioned LSU, okay. Pre-game ritual, I don't have one. I just don't have one. Now, Auburn, yeah, Mississippi State is in such shambles right now. I think Auburn's going to win that game going away tomorrow. I really do. Yeah, that game's supposed to be a sellout in Gainesville tomorrow around the same time we're playing. But I gotta think I think Burrow does enough to win on the road in a very hostile environment like Florida. That's actually the TV I'm watching. I don't want to turn up too high here. Probably not going to be on too much longer, maybe another 5 minutes or so, and then that'll be it for the night. I've got to say, like I said, another 5 minutes I'll be on, and then that'll be it for the night for me. Yeah, like I said, any more comments on the game tomorrow? Marvel will enjoy the game tomorrow. Go Canes, by the way. I don't know. I don't think so. But I'll have a better idea after tomorrow. Well, folks, if that is it, and I think that is it for the night, I will sign off and I will see you tomorrow. Go Canes.